Yeah, we were pretty excited to get, obviously, a quarterback coming in, and looking at him physically, we knew he was a real impressive guy. We felt like there would be some things that we could do with him that we hadn't been able to do before. You know, put some of the Tebow package in, a lot of the ride and read offense. But you could just see big physical athlete working really hard. You know, he's a weight room horse and big, strong arms. So it was real exciting to get him into the program.
I always played when I was younger, but I don't think organized till about 5th or 6th grade. My good friend Nathan Ripper, he came his sophomore year and repeated from Stab, and he seems to like it, told me a lot of good things, and just seemed like a better place for me to achieve my goals.
First and foremost, they have to be a leader. They have to have the team's confidence in him. The boys have to believe in him. He's got to be able to step in the huddle and say, you know what, guys, we're going to go down this field. There's 2.5 minutes left, and we're going to go 80 yards, and we're going to score. And he certainly had that kind of ability, you know, that follow-me mentality. He led by example. He's also one of the hardest workers in practice, hardest worker in the weight room, you know, good student. So those kinds of things, you know, we want our quarterbacks to literally embody the core values of our program. We want to be unselfish, disciplined, and be a leader. And he certainly was. This year, put in a package we called Stanford. We run a lot of double tight stuff and actually balancing up the defense, but keeping him as a play-action pass / running back in that situation because it put so much pressure on the defense. And we had some pretty good tight ends this year. So he was such a physical runner, we felt like one-on-one, he could probably beat about anybody. Prior to that play, I don't know that he'd been tackled all day. They'd blow the whistle and stop the play. 4 guys are hanging off of him, maybe 5, and they'd blow the whistle and stop the play. And then, you know, he'd thrown this huge pass on 4th and 1, and I told the coaches, I said, well, if you ever want the opportunity to take a shot down the field, here it is, because they're all in the box. He just this beautiful pass down the middle of the field, so big first down. And the very next play, probably one of the smallest kids on the defense tackles him from behind and dislocates his knee, and you just couldn't believe it. The kid that hadn't been tackled all day goes down on this innocent, it was probably the softest tackle of the day.
I just remember right left, right when I cut back, nailed my knee, just heard some bad noises, rolled over, my leg was kind of sticking out sideways, and just, I pretty much tore everything in my knee. I didn't know it was going to be this bad, but just laid there pretty much, just in shock. I mean, everyone supported me, and all my friends visited me in the hospital, friends from here, friends from home, friends from everywhere, just everyone supported me, always texted me, sent me messages, and supported me, then coming back.
Emotionally, when it happened, it was just devastating to see that many kids holding each other, crying, sobbing. I mean, I'm holding his hand, Jacob's saying, Coach, my season, and to go from that to think, okay, he blew his knee. We win that first game, of course, for him, and Nathan Ripper's best friend's wearing the number 9 jersey, and everybody's going crazy, and we get this big win, come from behind win, 16-13. We get on the bus, come home, and get a tweet, they're taking my leg. And to get the boys back together, thank goodness we got them all in one spot and had that talk. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, and we just couldn't believe it. Somebody that big and strong and physical to go from being the guy that everybody wanted to be to he's losing his leg was just devastating.
I didn't take it like that bad. I was so like out of it. I just shook it off. I'm like, all right, well, it's another obstacle to overcome. And, I mean, it is what it is. You can't change it. Like, there's no point in complaining about it. You just move on, get back to where you were. I mean, yeah, I can't really plant off my foot anymore, so I kind of have to just change my throwing motion, my bottom half aspect of throwing, but just throwing more arm and all that, but it's nothing I can't do. Me and my parents both had the same dream of me playing college football, and it's kind of taken away pretty quickly, so I mean, it hit us pretty hard, but it is what it is.
I think he's got a future as a long snapper as well. He's a heck of a long snapper, so I think that's something he'll be able to do with his injury in college and still be able to contribute. But he's a captain. Kids voted him in as a captain. I mean, he's an emotional leader still. He's working hard. He's in the weight room. He weighed 165 after he got out of the hospital. He's up to 205 again. And so he's 10 pounds short of where he was when the season started. And that's an attribute of just him working so hard.
How much would this prosthetic equipment cost?
$95,000 to get an athletic one for him to be able to play football, which obviously is a big ticket that we're scrambling to figure out how we can make that happen.
Do you have any ideas of how you can raise the money?
We've been trying. We're still about $75,000 short, so you know, it's something that the average insurance company's not going to cover. So we've got to try and find other means.
I mean, I don't know. We've also lost seniors this year, so I think once again people are kind of doubting us before the season. Even though we've been #1 team in the state for I don't know how many years now. And just every year doubters, and I think just keep fighting. We might lose some players and whatnot, but we're just gonna keep fighting and get back to where we were. I mean, I'm already months ahead of schedule. I just expect to keep on that pace and just be running soon and getting back into what I was doing before.